Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys swinging by the channel to check today's video out. Always very grateful to have you guys around. I'm going to give you guys my first practice day report from the Toyota Series Championship here at Lake Wheeler. Today was my first day on the water. The official practice started on 2 days ago on the 2nd of November, but I just got down here last night, so I've got today and tomorrow. So I'm going to give you guys a rundown how my day went today and what my plan is for tomorrow here. Also, guys, just two quick things before we get started here. The favorite part of your video, hearing the daily housekeeping tips. Just want to invite everybody to please consider subscribing here at Intuitive Angling. Just hit that subscribe button. It's free and easy. That's a good way to support the channel. And also, guys, if you're looking for some tackle or some gifts for the holidays, now is not a better time. Tackle Warehouse has got their Black Friday sale link going on, 20% off on about everything on the website. So I'll put my Black Friday Tackle Warehouse link in the description. You guys use that link. It's a good way to support the channel. And sorry for the noise, guys, because this freaking lake, you can't get away from the noise. It is the noisiest, industrial, everywhere. It's like, God dang. That's one of the reasons I do not like Lake Wheeler. Lake Wheeler's a decent fishery, and I've had some really good tournaments here in the past, but God dang, man, it smells like dog food everywhere around here, and it's noisy. There's trains, there's cars, there's semis going around. Pretty hectic place to fish. So, okay, anyway, sort of give you guys a rundown how my day went. If you saw my video I did yesterday, they had that Alabama Bass Trail tournament this weekend, and they freaking whacked them in that tournament. I was shocked at the weights they caught there, and it was, way heavier than what I thought it was going to be. I was thinking 15 or 16 pounds would be good, but there was a bunch of 20-pound bags, or several, and there was quite a few 15-pound bags, and I believe that like 40th place in that tournament was like 11 pounds, so it dropped off. But that tournament was a heavy, I mean, that's basically locals in the tournament. So Lake Wheeler is it's one of those lakes where local knowledge goes a long way, because there's a lot of subtle stuff here that very difficult to find if you don't know the lake. But anyway, here's the plan on this. My plan in this tournament, like I said, I was trying to find some type of deal that is going to be a high risk, high reward deal. So this morning I spent probably first 3 hours or so. I didn't want to go to my primary area. I've got one area here that I always do good in tournaments at, and I sort of wanted to save it for later in the day. So I started out throwing a big swim bait and a glide bait and a topwater, trying to get something going early, and I never had a bite on it. It was pretty windy. We had 20-mile-an-hour winds. If you saw my video today, I ran the Vexus down in those, pretty choppy down there, 2 or 3 foot chop in some of them. But nothing for about the first 3 hours. And then I went into that area that I was really planning on fishing in the tournament, and it was a freaking boat show in there. It's like, I don't understand it, because I fished a bunch of tournaments here in the past, and I have never seen that many boats in there. And it's like, it's been probably 10 years since I fished a tournament here, so I guess word got out. But anyway, that the primary area that I wanted to fish, which is a big area, it looked like the freaking whole tournament was in there. I mean, everybody was in there, just boats right and left, which was pretty discouraging. But I stayed around in there for probably about 2 hours, and I caught a limit, but they didn't weigh anything. It's like, limit here is 12 inches long for largemouth and spots, and 15 for smallmouth. And the limit that I had, they were just 13 and a half inch fish. So I didn't go in there and pressure it. I mean, there's some fish in there for sure, but there were so many boats in there. I didn't want people to see me fishing. I didn't want to I want the place the chance to get beat up on a little bit to see if it's still going to be decent. So I'm going to go back in there probably tomorrow afternoon and check it. So after I caught that limit, I knew there were some fish biting in there. I didn't really stay in there long enough to figure out, some other options besides what I was doing. So I ran back up the lake, and I started, fishing offshore a little bit, looking for some offshore grass, offshore stumps, and, that type of water. And I spent the rest of the day doing that, and I never had another bite on it. It's like today, considering the weights they caught yesterday in that tournament, it was a suck day for me. Like I said, the limit that I would have had probably would have weighed, I don't know, maybe 7 pounds or something, which is nothing here. So anyway, I've got to figure something else out. I was really disappointed that topwater and that big swim bait deal didn't work. I was really hoping on maybe getting, some good spotted bass or good smallmouth bass going on it, but maybe it was a day or something. I mean, we're supposed to have a few clouds in the tournament, but I felt that under those low light conditions when I got there, if there was many fish up in that zone, I'd have got a couple bites at least. But the way that I wound up catching my limit, I don't want to have to fish like that, because I'm not saying you can't win the tournament doing that, but the odds against winning the tournament in that area, based upon what I saw on the weights yesterday, it's pretty rare. So that's why I spent most of my time, fishing those big baits in those areas that I thought had the potential to catch good fish in, and it never materialized. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to try some stuff that, maybe will give me a chance, or, put me in position if I can get something flowing on those bigger baits to make it work. But then I've got to establish something where I can get into an area, if I just can't get anything else going, and just sort of milk the area out, get into an area where I think there's some fish in there, and try to figure out how to catch those bigger ones. So I'm still not saying that if you catch 15 pounds, even though they caught, I think there was 3 or 4 bags close to 20 pounds, I'm still saying that it's not out of the realm of possibility that if you get 15 a day in this Toyota Series Championship, you could still win the tournament, simply because, we're supposed to have a wind change. Lake's been getting beat up on, and like I said, overall, it was hard to get a bite today for me. So that was the plan today, guys. That's how it went today. Sort of disappointing overall, but nevertheless, the fish are biting here. Somebody's catching them. I just got to figure out what to do. So I'll keep hunting and pecking tomorrow, and keep looking for them, and let you guys know how my practice goes tomorrow after I get off the water. So really appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll talk later.